everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. So guys, as you all know, English is sometimes very confusing because some of the words while writing we can see that the spellings are different but the pronunciation is same and the meaning is different. So sometimes it really create confusion and we end up to making mistakes. So it will always end up to make some spelling mistake, but those spelling mistake can change the meaning of a sentence. So please watch the video till the end, because in this video I will be discussing about the more commonly confused words in English. Okay, so let's start with the first one. The first one is altogether versus altogether. Now as you can see, those two words has just a very small difference, that is altogether has no gap in between and the second altogether has gap in between. So the first altogether means something that is complete, like altogether the food was good. Next, with a gap, it is a phrase meaning in a group, like they all together made a very good decision. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. The next one is amongst versus among. So both these words have similar meaning. So amongst is commonly used in British English and among in American English. Both these word means in the middle of or surrounded by. Like, I was amongst the last to leave the office. The gifts should be equally distributed among the children. So the trick to found out is that amongst has got st at the end and among is symbol. Okay. Now the next one is angel versus angel. So what I have seen is that while writing, most of us make mistakes in these two words. But angel is a noun which means divine messenger or guardian spirit. For instance, thank you so much for your help. You are an angel. An angle, from the mathematical point of view, it describes a measure of the relationship between two lines. Like, you should correctly measure the angles of a shape. Angle also means a person's point of view or perspective. Like, I need to think about this incident from a different angle. So please be clear with these two words, angel and angle. Okay. Now, autobiography versus biography. So both these words are really different. Autobiography means a story of someone's life written by that person. Okay. He published his autobiography last week. Whereas on the other hand, biography means someone else's life story written by some other person. For instance, I read an impressive biography last night. So please be sure about these two words. Okay. Now let's move on to the other one. The other one is emigrate versus immigrate. So emigrate means to leave one's country and to go and live in other country. For instance, my grandparents emigrated from Bangladesh in 1976. On the other hand, immigration means to settle in a foreign country permanently. My parents immigrated to London for giving us quality education. So a trick to remember is that immigrate means to exit and immigrate means to come in. Okay. Next one is anecdote versus antidote. So anecdote means a funny short story. Like, my grandfather tells me amusing anecdotes about his life. Antidote, it's a remedy or medicine to counteract the effects of poison. For instance, the doctor prescribed him an antidote as he was bitten by a snake. Next one, entomology versus etymology. Entomology means it is the scientific study of insects. For example, I need to take entomology classes to know about the insects. Whereas etymology means it is the study of the history of words. For example, he has a great interest in etymology as he is a vocabulary teacher. Okay, I hope these two words are clear to you. Now let's move on to the other words. Other words is whose versus whose. So whose with apostrophe s is the short form of who is or who as. Like you can see from the examples, who's coming with me today. So the first example means who is coming with me today, and the second one is who's done this mistake. It means who has done this mistake. Next one is whose, which means we use it for questions when we ask which person owns it or responsible for something. Like whose book is this? Whose article owned this year? Okay. Let's move on to the other one. Two versus two versus two. So the first two with double O means in addition to, furthermore or moreover. It's also another way of saying also and as well. To is an adverb. Sometimes it also means an excessive extent or degree. Like I'm too tired, I'm too sick, he wanted a dress too. On the other hand, to is a preposition meaning that indicates a direction towards something. Like he went to the market. To can also be used with a verb to create an infinitive. I would love to dance. And TW2 is a number, like I need 2 books. Okay. Next 3 words are see versus watch versus look, all related with our eyes. So see, when we notice someone or something unintentionally through our eyes. Like I can see beautiful clouds in the sky. Whereas look means when we make effort to see something. Like look, it's raining outside. On the other hand, watch means when we look at something very carefully, especially that is moving. Like I am watching a movie now. So see needs doesn't need any effort. Look needs effort to see something, and watch completely means the things which we see that is moving. Okay. Now let's move on to the other words. Other word is believe versus believe. So believe is a verb meaning when we refer something as truth. Believe also means a religious faith. Like, believe me, it's not my mistake. The one who believes in God, God always helps them. On the other hand, belief means faith, confidence or trust. Belief is a noun. We accept the truth without any proof. Example, superstitious beliefs still prevalent in some parts of our country. So the trick to remember is that believe is a verb and belief is a noun. Okay. The next words are epidemic versus pandemic versus endemic. So epidemic means it is a disease that affects a large number of people and can spread through one or more communities. Like a serious epidemic has broken out in a nearby village. Pandemic, as you all are aware of this, an epidemic that has spread globally, affecting large number of people over several countries and continents. To tackle the coronavirus pandemic, we should wear masks and wash our hands with sanitizer. Endemic means it is something that belongs to particular people or country. For instance, endemic diseases like malaria is found in the hotter regions of the world. So thank you so very much guys for watching.